Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Weather here in London has been pretty decent recently, and today's actually not the best, and I suspect in a couple of days when this finally gets uploaded, the weather will probably have changed by then. However, this weekend we had beautiful spring sunshine, and it's really inspired me to start my spring cleaning. I have a few things I need to spring clean. Mainly my wardrobe really needs a tidy, and also my makeup just needs a bit of a rejig. I don't think there'll be loads to get rid of in either my wardrobe or my makeup, just because over the last couple of years I've really worked on downsizing. However, I'm sure there will be a few bits that I need to get rid of, a few things I need to add back in, and a few things that I just need to finish sooner rather than later. And I just think it's nice to kind of reevaluate what you've got. I do keep my makeup in my wardrobe, which is maybe an odd place to keep my makeup, but it really works for me. Initially I didn't think it would. I don't mind doing my makeup standing up, and it's just at a good height, and it's quite contained, so I can't have a ridiculous amount of makeup. It might be ridiculous to other people, but this I think is quite a reasonable amount considering I do make videos. And so I thought we'd go through and reorganize my makeup together. I'm gonna do it here on my desk. I'll bring everything down, but I hope it's somewhat interesting. Do let me know if you spot any items that you really love, or if there are any products that you really love that you think are kind of missing from my makeup collection, particularly drugstore. I really want to increase the amount of drugstore makeup I'm using, but I do have quite a lot I've got to go through, so we'll see how that goes. But let's get organising. Quick little side note, I am also wearing the L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal mascara, and I'm really liking it. I really need a new mascara, and this came in the post. I've been wearing it for a good few hours now, and I think it looks quite good. It's not the most lifted, but it does add length and volume, so really like this, and it's under £10. I will link this down below. So I've got my cup of tea, and I'm just gonna say that I have been painting my own nails recently. I've been really enjoying it. I feel like they're not that good to be zoomed in at, so please ignore them, especially because I also chipped one earlier today. Actually, they just look a bit of a state. Let's try and ignore that. I'm really finding not going to get my nails done very freeing. Hopefully we can just kind of look past the fact that they are a bit of a mess. Well, they're not a mess, they're just not perfect like they are when you go get them done. We're gonna start here. This was initially supposed to be my, I think, products I want to use up quite soon box, and it is still kind of that. And I have finished quite a lot of items, but there's still quite a lot in here that I just haven't finished. I've got these 2cc creams. I don't want to throw them out necessarily, but I do think I've had them too long. I just kind of need to push through. I just want to use them a little bit longer before getting rid of them, but realistically I'm not gonna finish the whole of this because I just don't use this enough. Sometimes I love this and sometimes I just don't like it. I can't explain why. On other people I think it looks beautiful, but on me sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. This is Trini London BB cream. Bit battered. I love this. This is really lovely, but it's in the shade medium, so I've probably only got a couple of pumps left. I only really use it when I have fake tan on, and this one I'm definitely going to finish soon. Privage by Elizabeth Arden. I'm actually not sure why this is in here. I really love this. I'm not necessarily in any huge rush to finish it. I do probably kind of need to finish it sooner just because I've had it for a little while, but I love this. I think it's great. It's expensive, it really is, but if you're looking for a really beautiful, maybe I can even show you. I don't want to kind of swatch things I don't need to, but you know, it doesn't actually have a colour. I'm not sure how this would work on dark skins, but on my skin, which is very fair, it's just beautiful. It's got a bit of a sheen. I don't know if you can really see that actually. It's not even a sheen, it's just hydrating, much more than most sunscreens I find. Okay, in here I also have the Benefit Pro Contour. Again, I need to just get this used and finished. These are probably completely done. What colour is this? This is clear. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna say that's done. That can go into my empties. It was a great product. Probably wouldn't spend that much on an eyebrow gel. This is from Hourglass. Lovely, but really spenny. This one is from Lancome. A little bit left in that one. I need to get that finished. This is from Bondi Sands. I'm a little bit unsure about this because there was a lot of talk about how the Bondi Sands SPFs aren't the best, so I feel like that's why that's kind of ended up still being here. This is a brown liner and a black liner. Probably I'm gonna give this a go next time I do my makeup and then get rid of it because I feel like it is very much coming to an end. This has just a smidge left, one go left, and then that will be going in my empties. I'm hoping to upload an empties at the beginning of next month, which is April. A lip balm. Yeah, so there's just things in here that kind of need to be used up. This doesn't really need to be in here. Sometimes things just end up in here, like this item. I've got 3 concealers from Bare Minerals. I do really like these. but yeah, they're kind of coming to an end. I've had them a while. They do need to be used. They're going to stay in here. This blush definitely doesn't need to be in here. So I'll talk about that in a second. I have no idea why there's a pair of scissors in here. And this is from Charlotte Tilbury. I've had this too long as well, but hopefully I can get that used up and finished. I'm just gonna put basically everything back. Just be aware that I very much need to finish this. Hopefully the next couple of weeks I'll make a little dent in this. I'm not expecting to finish everything. This is a huge bottle. This is 75 mils. An average foundation comes in a 30 mil. So this is double, more than double that. 2.5 times what you'd expect to see. It's big. This is a Fenty Beauty concealer in the colour 210. I know for a fact this is pretty much finished. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand it up in here just so I can get the last little bits of product out, and then that needs to go. Great concealer, I really do like it, but coming to an end. And then supposedly this is the bulk of my makeup. I say supposedly because it has come to a point where I do feel like I've got things kind of everywhere, if I'm completely honest. I've got a whole makeup bag that will go through. Once I've gone through this, I just kind of wanted to tackle this in like manageable stages. The idea generally is base, lipsticks, I think this is supposed to be lip liners, and maybe like lip glosses and lip balms, eyeliners, mascaras, brow stuff, more brow stuff, and then like cheek stuff. That's generally what it's supposed to be like, but it is a little bit messy nowadays. I think I'll probably just start here because I don't have much. My aim for today isn't necessarily to get rid of lots, it's just to reevaluate everything that I do have and make sure that there's nothing here that I don't want and that I've forgotten about, basically. One thing I do think I really need are more eyeshadows. I have got a palette, I'll show you that a little bit later. I just feel like I need one more palette. This is from Cosas. This is an eyeshadow, really lovely. I will swatch this after. I said I probably won't swatch too much. It is a shimmery colour, not like too crazy. It's not like the Hourglass glitter eyeshadows, for example, but it's definitely got a sheen to it. But I do like it. It is a warm shade. I'm trying not to wear shades that are too warm, but nonetheless I do really like this. Then there's this eyeshadow from Marc Jacobs. This has been discontinued a really long time ago. I just think it's a nice colour. It's a powder. I'm kind of happy to keep it. Called the Big O Omega eyeshadow. It's just a very beigey toned eyeshadow, and I just like to wear it all over my lid sometimes. Honestly, I don't reach for this that much, but like I said, I really don't have a lot of eyeshadows. I think it's somewhere where my makeup is lacking. Got a little smudge pot from Stila, which is actually an eyeliner. I don't really reach for these that much, but every now and then I'll see someone use like a pot eyeliner and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to give that a go, so I'll hold on to that. And then I have two Hourglass glitter eyeshadows. These are nice, but again, I don't really reach for them that much. It's kind of more of a Christmassy thing that I'll kind of reach for. They are lovely, but they are super shimmery and very warm toned as well, but I do enjoy wearing them. This is the Cosas eyebrow gel. Really like this. I've actually got a coloured version as well. I think you'll see that a little bit later. I do like this. It's nice, and especially for an everyday brow, I reach for this if I've not got a lot of makeup on because it doesn't add colour. This is brow glue. Again, I'm going to hold on to this. This isn't my favourite though. It's almost a bit too sticky, but I still think worth keeping. Eyeliner from Fenty. Again, one I probably need to get through. This is Brow Power. I like these. I don't think they're the best brow product out there. I do like that they are a universal colour generally. It probably is too dark for some people, but for most, to be honest, it's a nice like cool toned brown, which I really like, and I think it works well for my brows. It's not my favourite tip, for example. There are some nicer ones. It's definitely a fine product. Okay, there's a few other products I'm just going to kind of put away that I'm going to definitely just hold on to that are not necessarily worth talking about too much, I would say. This mascara I liked. Maybe it's just time to get rid of it. I'm not really, it's brown. I feel like I accidentally opened it when it was brown. I think for brown looks lovely on a lot of people, but where my features are so dark, it seems like a bit of a waste wearing brown. Equally, it feels like a bit of a waste me getting rid of it when there's so much product in there. So maybe I'll hold on to it for a little bit longer, but realistically, I'm not sure I'll use much more of that. I don't think there's really anything for me to get rid of, but I'll just double check that these liners, oh, see, that's a brown liner. Oh, this is another shadow, and this is actually a freckle tint. So you like dot onto your skin. Sorry, that was a bit messy, and then you can kind of like pat them out and add little freckles. Will I ever use this? I don't know, but sometimes it's just a useful thing to have because I'll see someone else with freckles and I'll be like, oh, maybe I want to give that a go. And that's basically why I'm holding on to that. This is all cheap products. Actually, this is a lip product and I've been looking for this. I don't think I'm going to get rid of anything here. because I do just like it all. I think that's a good sign. Over the years, I've really been trying to streamline everything, and I feel like I've come to a good point. I really like these. This is from Elf, but I almost think it's too pigmented. These are their camo liquid blushes. So nice, but I wish they were like slightly less pigmented. Even when I just wear the tiniest bit, like that is really, really tiny. Like it just is so pigmented. It can be a little difficult to wear. This one's probably the one that I'm kind of leaning towards getting rid of, but I do just think these are lovely. And this is the only one I have left. Oh, that is too orange for me. Okay, I'm gonna let that go. I think sometimes I just hold on to them because they are also expensive, and I think these look beautiful on the skin. These are the Tata Harper cream blushes. They are stunning, but this one here is just too orange for me. Like I said, I like a pinky tone. I don't suit an orange tone, so I'm hopeful that somewhere else I have a pink one. I'm sure I do, in a backup stash, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I just don't want to hold on to things that don't suit me. Well, actually, let's look at this. This is another one that I don't really reach for. I'm gonna say again, too orange for me. Like, really lovely, just not the right shade for me. It's just because for ages I like led myself to believe that I really suited an orange blush, which simply is not the truth. This is supposed to be lips, but I can see that it's not just lips. Something I find that I don't really get anywhere out of are lip balms, but they're still worth keeping, especially this one's got an SPF 15, so I will just hold on to it. This is from Honest, and Honest Beauty. I've had this quite a while. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go. I do like these, but again, I just kept the wrong shade, which is annoying. This is, you may have seen it, I don't want to necessarily try this on, to be honest, but it's those stains that you then wipe away and stains your lips, and I do really like this, or at least I really like the idea of this. I do find it clings a little bit to my lips. This is the topper here. I don't think you really need to wear the topper, but it's nice to have. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is Pillow Talk lip gloss. These are definitely not all my lipsticks. I have a lot of lipsticks in other places. Lady Danger. Lady Danger is without a doubt not my shade. This is a super orange red, and on me this basically just looks bright orange. I suit something much closer to my nail colour, or I got another red here. No, I don't. I like to keep this, even just sometimes for comparison, so I am going to hold on to that. I don't have that many lipsticks I'm holding on to just for comparison, but that one I do find quite useful to have. So we've got Faux, it's Thanks, it's Matte, Mare. Okay, those are the only ones I have to hand, but I know I have lots of other lipsticks elsewhere. I made this from Code 8. These are really expensive to make, but you can then make exactly the shade that you like, and I do quite like this shade. Maybe slightly warmer than what suits me, but I do still really enjoy wearing it. And then this is from NARS, and it's in the shade Anita. See, this is probably more so my shade, just a little bit pinker than the last. Yeah, holding on to that. And then a lipstick I've had way too long, but I just really love this. This is from Guerlain in the shade 11, and I just think this is just beautiful. You can see, like, I'm really trying to get product out, and it's just very sheer but beautiful nonetheless. So I really like this. It still smells normal and fine, so I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Some liners that I do really like, so I'll hold on to them. Marc Jacobs, this has been discontinued. I've had this far too long, but I am going to still hold on to it. I just really like this shade. Then I have some VB ones, some Victoria Beckham ones. This is from Delilah, and this is a eyeliner, so that can go into the pot. These I just do not reach for. That said, that is a lovely colour. Maybe I just need a reminder. We'll see. This is another lovely colour, but that's too orange, I think. Okay, that's going. Lovely shade, but not for me. And then we've got this one. You know what, I actually think I'm quite happy to let that go too. I just think that's so much nicer going. And then this is a Clarins lip balm. Honestly, I don't really reach for this that much. With these, you can really smell if they've gone off, so that's very helpful, but that still smells fine to me. So I will just hold on to that. The lipstick I took out earlier can go into there. This is a Laura Mercier one. It's not necessarily like my favourite colour, but it's a colour that I think looks really nice on me. I always worry it's a bit of a mumsy colour, but I do like that. And then a little eyeliner can go into that pot as well. And then also the blush that I took out earlier, I'll put in my little blush box. Okay, this I do think I need to spend some time going through. There's this, which is a dupe for this. I'm gonna hold on to that. I really like Elf as a brand. These lids are grubby. The things I need to finish as soon as possible. NARS Sheer Glow. I think this probably was once upon a time in this box, and then got moved out, but it's going back into my use me box. YSL to Chocolat Le Tint. Okay, I would definitely have to have fake tan on for that, but I'm going to try that on. I feel like with these, I kind of need to try them on before I can really decide if they do or don't suit me. I love the NARS tinted moisturisers, and I adore the sculpted Hydra tints, so those are staying. This is quite light for me, to be honest. I do still kind of want to hold on to it. This is from e.l.f. It's a concealer. This I like. This is a NARS foundation, Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I'm not doing a great job here, but I feel like over the next couple of weeks, I need to try these on and decide if these actually do suit me. These, however, I feel like might go. I feel like one's too dark and one is too yellow. Like, in what world am I ever that shade? I just don't think I am. Okay, extremes. I wonder if I bought these to mix, but that's far too yellow for me and that's far too dark. It's just annoying. I just bought so many of these in like a warm shade when really I think I should have bought them in a neutral. I think I'm quite happy to let both of those go. I would like to replace them with the correct shades, but for now those can go. Oh, this is another concealer that I just need to get finished. Both of these together can go into the pot of products I need to finish. I know it's quite hard to decide by just trying it on your hand. But this concealer I really like to wear by itself. I'd rather it be a bit light than a bit dark, to be honest. I think we're going to hold on to the rest, for now at least. Okay, I ran out of battery and then I had to go charge that, and it was a bit of a faff. So in the meantime, I kind of repacked this. I also gathered a lot of other stuff, so I thought we'd kind of like repack this, I guess. I've still got these items here, which is what I'm getting rid of. This is the Chanel Sol de Tan, the Chanel. I've had this ages. As you can tell, there is a smidge left. I really just kind of want to get this finished. I'm going to replace this with the number 7 one, and I'm looking forward to doing that, but I just have to kind of finish this first. I'm going to go in that box of things to finish. There's another one that needs to finish. I've just had this a bit too long. This is the Victoria Beckham priming moisturizer. This is nice, but it needs to be used. I've had it a while. This is actually my makeup bag, which I travelled with recently, and it just needs a bit of a Organise. This concealer needs to be finished. Another foundation, which I really like. Some bits don't actually belong in here at all, like hairspray, my hair clip, and also my brushes, so we'll put those elsewhere. Actually, I'll probably go back into this makeup bag so I can take it upstairs. This is Double Wear by Estee Lauder. Excellent foundation, but I just need to finish it. It's almost finished. A big powder, which I don't really have a home for. Doesn't make really that much sense here with the eyeshadows, but it's kind of the only space I've got. My only powder blush is this one from Giorgio Armani in the shade 50. It's just like a nice pinky shade. I can't really see over here, so I will have to rejig these things after. Oh, another product I've had for way too long. But the thing is, it's difficult because I know for a fact that I opened this much later than I got it. So although they haven't been making it in this packaging for a while, I haven't had it for as long as you would imagine because of the packaging. But I do need to get that finished. A bronzer. Oh, I love this concealer, but probably kind of one that I need to finish. It's the NARS one. This would be my favourite red lipstick, which is a MAC Ruby Woo. Again, I actually only started this a couple of weeks ago, even though it's in kind of older packaging. This is a Fenty lip gloss. Oh, this is officially done. This was actually in my empties back at the end of last year, but then I felt like I really just wanted to get to the proper end of it, so it's officially in the end, but it's already been in an empties, so you won't see this again in an empties. But I really loved this. Actually, I might repurchase at some point, but I'm not sure when. Probably my favourite lipstick at the moment, just because it's a really nice pink, and this is called Peppery Pink from MAC, and that can go into there. Another blush. Again, I really like these nude stick blushes. Actually, that's one of the nicer ones in my opinion. This is the brow product I was talking about earlier. That brow compartment really isn't working. I think this mascara needs to come out. A red lip liner. The rest of this is not really makeup. Love this this concealer from Maybelline. This is a lip balm, which honestly, weirdly, I don't love. It's the By Terry Rose de Balm in a like liquid. I just find this to be so incredibly rosy, which I know sounds stupid because it's rose. It's so rosy that it almost makes me cough. Like, it hits the back of my throat, weirdly. This little stack lives just next to my makeup. This is from Trini. I just wanted to kind of mention those. And so does this. This is again one of those products I started much later than I got it, but this is just like a little cream set from NARS, which I do actually really like. And then I've got a couple of eyeshadow palettes which really I don't use enough. I just feel like they're not quite perfect. Like, that's just so incredibly warm, and as I've mentioned, I don't love warm tones on me. And then this isn't actually fully warm. There are some really lovely cool colours in here too, but it's like greens and blues, which I find a little bit tricky to wear, if I'm honest, but gonna keep those, gonna hold on to them. This is definitely near the end. This is the NYX Thick It Stick It product. There is a fair amount in here actually, you can like actually feel it, but I feel like I've had this for a while and it's starting to feel a bit like claggy almost, so I would quite like to finish that soon. My favourite brush is probably this one from Giorgio Armani. I don't think this would work on darker skin just because it's got such a white base, but I do really like it. And then I do really like this. This is like an easy colour. It's a little bit warm, but this is the Clinique, what's this called? It's a chubby stick in the shade Amped Up Apple. Nice enough. Also, more foundation. This one needs to be used. This is the Giorgio Armani. I've had that for ages. Kosas, I really like that actually. I'm just a big Kosas fan actually. The NARS Sheer Glow, probably one that I need to use quite soon too, but I feel like I've got priorities and they're already in there, so I'm just going to kind of snuggle this one into there. This is from Elf. Again, I really like this. Maybe not necessarily a shade I would always go for, but I do really enjoy wearing it, and this is a monochromatic multi-stick. Okay, next I'll quickly touch on products that have kind of made their way down into my office stash. I don't mind a couple of bits living down here. I feel like this is too much, especially because I don't really do my makeup down here. These are more products that I just kind of want to reach for if I need a top up. Mascara here, honestly I've had this mascara a little bit too long, but it's the only waterproof I have. But you know what, I'm gonna get rid of it. I've had this long. I've had this probably over 6 months for sure, and so I know in my heart that like I should get rid of it, but let's be honest, like most of us keep them a little bit longer than we should. Brushes I will move out of here because that's something that I need to deal with at a later date. But I have this and this. Now, are these the same? No. We have Pillow Talk and Sweet Stiletto, so they're not the same. Okay, I'm gonna keep one downstairs and that one can go into there. This is a colour corrector from Pixie. I haven't really used this. I used this once and it didn't really work for me, but I feel like I didn't use it properly, so it's going to go in here so that it gets a proper use. Some lip liners. I have 2 of these. These are East End Snob. I brought these home from my mum's house recently. I need to actually use them and get through them, so I will leave one down here. Oh, this is actually not something I am going to keep, I don't think, but I do kind of want them for reference at the moment because I have something similar that I kind of wanted to compare it to. So these are from Revlon. The only reason I'm not keeping this is because it's quite a orangey colour, I would say. Not really a shade that I really love on me, but gonna keep it just for reference for now. This lip gloss, I had 2 of these actually and I already got rid of one. This is a bit orangey for me, kind of nice for like reference. Really like this from Kosas. As you can tell, like, I really love everything I have from Kosas. Okay, what I'm gonna keep downstairs, these are from Tata Harper. They are expensive, I'm not gonna lie. Would I buy them? No, I think they're just too expensive for a sheer lip colour, but I do enjoy wearing them. And if I'm honest, I like all the shades. If I had to get rid of one, it would be that middle one, but I'm gonna hold on to it too. I'm gonna keep this red one down, this kind of like darker one downstairs. That's the one that suits me the most, and the other 2 can go upstairs into my makeup collection. I'm gonna keep this concealer downstairs because it's useful to have, and I'll keep this concealer downstairs too. This lipstick, it's not my shade. I've never worn it. I've had it for a really long time, but Mike bought me it, so I feel like I'm actually holding on to it for sentimental value. So maybe I'll put it elsewhere, not in here, but equally it's not, I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I guess I don't really need it clogging up that space. Charlotte Tilbury, Pillow Talk and Between the Sheets. They might be a little bit older, but they smell fine and I'm gonna hold on to them. I'm sure I have another Pillow Talk in my makeup bag or down here somewhere, so because it's not in here, I will just, that can go in there and go upstairs. This is Brave by MAC. And then we have this from Clarins. The smell of this, oh, it just reminds me of being in my early 20s, because these are a re-release from Clarins. They've been out before and the smell for me is just so incredibly nostalgic. I like this Bare Minerals lip gloss. It's quite a nice pink shade, so I will hold on to that. It's a bit sticky, but I do like it. And then this is the Nude Sticks Lip Butter in Shea Avocado. Funny enough, I was wearing one of these, not actually this shade, but a similar shade recently, and I gave Mike a kiss and he absolutely Did not like this, but that can stay in there. This shade though, not really my cup of tea. This is a Armani colour. Again, I'm happy for that to go upstairs. And then another nude stick. Again, I really like these. This one here has a sheer bit in the middle that kind of adds a sheen, but really pigmented as well, so you kind of have to be careful. Not apply as much as I just did, but I do really like that colour. Oh, did I just swatch that? No, I didn't. I have a lot of nude sticks, but honestly, it is a brand I do like. And then finally, I brought down just the last kind of few things that I kind of saw around. Another Victoria Beckham lip liner. Let's see how many do I have any doubles of this? I don't think so, no. I have 04, 03 and 01. I have a favourite, I think it's this one, which is 03. Yeah, actually I do think 03 is probably my favourite. Oh, actually I do quite like, oh yeah, that was 03. I swatched that twice. A primer from Estee Lauder. I've had this a while, also needs to come to an end, but it's quite full, so I feel like I'm better off kind of finishing other things. Oh, something I picked up recently from my mum's were these NARS products, and they were brand new when I picked them up from my mum's. Actually, maybe this wasn't, but this was. They're in the old packaging, but it's difficult because I just kind of saved them because I had a few blushes at the time. So it's because they look very old now because they're in the old packaging. Oh, this from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna hold on to another powder blush and a bronzer from Hoola Benefit. Oh, I hope you've been able to see this. I feel like I've been holding things quite close to me. Concealers that just need to be finished, to be completely honest. I'm going to stand these here with the other concealers. Hopefully you'll see some of these in my next empties. This is a Touche Éclat that I also picked up from my mum's, but it was new. This is new. I'm going to actually open this because I really think this could be the sort of product that I'm looking for from Nude Sticks. Nice, like all over lid colour. Another Nude Sticks. But again, I do really like them. This I'm gonna have to tidy in a second because I can't see over there at the moment. These are the Halo Glow ones from Elf. This is a blush one, but it's very much a copy of the Hollywood Beauty Light ones from Charlotte Tilbury, and she's got like blush and contour ones, as do Elf. They don't really have much more space for these, but I just want to try them, and I feel like I haven't had that opportunity to do so just because they've been living elsewhere, like not in here. That's not okay, I will rejiggle. Another MAC lipstick. This I think is more for reference. I again picked this up from my mum's house. They no longer sell this shade, but I just think it is the most beautiful, really dark red. So maybe this will live with this Chanel one elsewhere. It's more of an eyeshadow top up. I don't think that's what they're called. It's a liquid glitter eyeshadow from Elf. Really lovely if you really want glitter. A couple of eyeliners. Oh, there's not much space in there, but let's kick out this eyeshadow. Much more organised, much happier with that. I mean, it's still a bit crazy. Let's kind of bring this a little bit closer and I can have a little look around. Okay, a few things have toppled over. Overall, I'm very, very happy with that. It's much more contained. This is too crazy. And I kind of know like what I need to finish. Is that a lot? I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe my perception of what a lot is off. I'm a little bit unsure, to be honest. So we're back up here, which is where my makeup lives. As you can see, like everything gets a bit grubby because this is where I do my makeup, and I feel like inevitably I do end up touching things with dirty hands. As I said, like my wardrobe desperately needs an organise, and that is something that I will do soon. And let me know if there's something you'd like me to film. I'll give it a better clean when I'm cleaning out the whole wardrobe. And also I do clean this regularly. It doesn't look like it, but I do. It's just, you know, it just gets dirty. There's also like actually still a few little makeup-y bits in here that need to be dealt with, but I think I'm just going to clear this out. So that is clean. Inside I'm going to put all my makeup. These palettes just go down the side. Does this close is the question. Yes, it does, but some of these need to be pushed down a bit further. This I think can just go on the side as well, as can my powder. Anything kind of bigger can go on the side, although I could probably, that's a bit wide. I feel like I could do with the little box there just so it doesn't get as dirty underneath, but I don't have one to hand. Oh, actually maybe I do. Yeah, maybe just about. Let's give this a go. Oh yeah, that works quite well actually, and even if I push it forward, it means that some bits can go down this side. I'm very happy with that. Actually, I won't be able to reach that powder easily enough. Okay, that actually works well. I just don't like the idea of having to buy new things to like store stuff if I don't need to. Sometimes it's necessary, but if I can make do, I will. This is a box of things that I just need to use up as soon as possible. I've got another bronzer, but this section is very, very busy with all my blushes and bronzers, so I feel like something does have to give in there, but what that is at the moment I'm just not sure. Okay, these are my palettes that can go down this side, and then an eyeliner, an eyebrow pencil. This is just too busy in here really. And then I rarely wear lashes, but I do find them just a useful thing to have, so I will keep those just stored in the back. This is a backup of a foundation. I'm just gonna keep it in there for now. Another thing I had in the back of this drawer is this Kiko palette, which I really like, so I'm just gonna slide into there. Another brow pencil. I almost feel like there's just too much stuff in here. Like, maybe what I should be doing is removing stuff from here to force myself to use these, because if I have brow pencils here, like, why am I reaching for these? Maybe that's a good idea. This isn't working. I actually think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through, and anything that's in here that has a lot of product left that's clearly quite new, I'm going to remove and then replace it with things that just need to be used as soon as possible, because like grabbing it from here is just so much easier than grabbing from there. I don't know, I just think this isn't working. For example, I have 3 of these Hourglass arch brow pencils and I really like them, but why do I need all 3 in here? What colour have I got? Warm brunette, dark brunette and warm brunette. I really don't need 2 warm brunettes, that's for sure. Okay, I don't think that's perfect, but I think that's much better. There's nothing in there that's like a eye product, so hopefully I'll kind of just start using those. Oh yeah, just about fits, I would say, and just get them finished. I just feel like I've just got stuff that just lots of the same thing. Like, I have so many of these brow power from It Cosmetics and I do like them, but this literally has like nothing left. Like, I just need to use that one time. Like, why didn't I just use that today and get it finished? But I didn't. In the back we've got like largely travel bits, just things I don't really need on a regular basis. These are going to be those eyeliner bits that I don't need at the moment. This is my travel bag for brushes, but I'm not planning to travel anywhere anytime soon, so that can stay in there. And actually deep here at the back I have another kind of travel bag. At some point I do need to go through these, but they're like relatively organised, so I'm quite happy for them to just stay like that. Back there, and there is really just like no space for some stuff, which is very annoying. But this is my e.l.f. Halo Glow, which I'm just going to slide down the side, and then these cheap products, unfortunately I'm going to go, yeah, I think I'm just going to put some cheap products in this little side compartment. It's fine, it's not ideal, but yeah, it's okay. And honestly, despite this not being perfect, I'm much happier with that, and I'm really hoping that I can just kind of make a dent in this. And these are the brushes that I need to wash. Again, I need to have a clear out of these. Like, that is just too many really. Even like washing them becomes a chore. Again, much less than I've ever had, but needs to be reduced down. I don't think that's the video for today. I don't think anyone wants to watch me wash these, but they definitely need a clean, and they're just in a little basket so I can carry them downstairs. So that is everything, well, largely everything organised and tidied. It's nice to like be able to see where everything is, and to kind of just have gone through it and remind myself of what I have. I think is quite a useful thing to do, because I do have like new bits that I want to start trying. It's an important thing to do really. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was somewhat entertaining. I always struggle with these sort of videos because I don't want to give like so much information that becomes a bit boring, and it's like finding that balance that I do find a little bit difficult. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I shall see you very soon in my next video. Bye.